Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Trang Axman. Welcome to my beauty channel here where I review products, do tutorials, a little bit of makeup looks or different brand reviews. But if you do enjoy the video and if you would like to do your girl a favor, please hit the subscribe button and like the video. So today we're going to be diving into the anticipated collection of the season, the Jeffree Star Blue Blood collection. Here I have the palette, the eyeshadow palette, which I have on my eyes today, with the Miami Lilly Lashes for this look here. But here is the eyeshadow palette. The packaging is amazing. It is this beautiful blue matte packaging with the Jeffree Star logo in white. It is risen, has that risen emblem here. Inside the box you have the beautiful, gorgeous eyeshadow palette. The design is the coffin design here with the blue. Kind of reminds me of the Tiffany's blue, but not as of a green shade or tint to it. This is more of a baby blue shade range or color. It's the coffin shape with the white lettering with this beautiful, really well built, really well made clasp here. Open the palette here, and here she is. She is just gorgeous. The colors are stunning. The texture is stunning. On my eyes today, I have the mint tea kind of all over in the crease as my transition shade, and then I went in with I'm Cold and Blue Blood to kind of add a little more depth, to darken it up a little bit. On the outside and inner corners, I use a combination of the Blue Monday on the outer with the Ocean Ice, and then on the inner corner we use Flourishing with Entitled here. It's just reminds me of our mermaid. Reminds me of a mermaid. It's beautiful. The darker shades I really didn't dip into here. I wanted something, or I wanted this look really bright to really showcase the color. I am excited to use the darker colors for another look here. I am really excited in this palette about the celebrity skin. I kind of just want to do a natural, or I'm looking forward to do a natural look with this, just maybe by using this color here and then celebrity skin in the crease to kind of create that makeup, no makeup look. So I'm excited to use this color too as a neutral transition shade, or just as a neutral shade in the crease. The texture, the formula is beautiful. It's creamy, it doesn't have a lot of fallout. The only thing I would say about this palette that I did have a little bit a harder time using is the shade Ocean Ice. Now, it's not a bad shade. It's not a pigment lasting shade. The shade is incredible. The color is incredible. But when I did try to build it out on the outer corner, I did use, my typical 217 brush, the MAC 222 or the Morphe 441. When I did try to kind of build the shade before I blended and blew it out, or kind of give it more of a blown look, the Ocean Ice with this type of brush does not really work well. It's not the shade that's causing the issue, it's just the shade texture with the type of brush. It doesn't really pick up well. So you can even kind of see here, it picks up here, and then when I put it into the crease, I had a lot of fallout on my cheek. I'll show you here in a second. So when blended, as you can see here, it just kind of falls. The shade just kind of falls down, and then you have these little specks everywhere, and it just doesn't get, the color doesn't really build as well with this type of brush. Now, with, let's say, a 242, I had better luck applying the color with the 242 first, because it really grabbed, or even wetting it, really grabbed here, and then putting the shade where I want it and then blend it out. So I had better luck actually applying the shade with a flat 242 and then going in and then blending it where I needed to blend. And as you can see here, it it didn't have any issues with fallout. Um, on the fingers, it was amazing. It was just gorgeous. I think it's because the warmness or the warmth of your hand really breaks down the texture of it, and it really puts it on beautifully. So that's the only shade that I would say that I had any issues with. I had to use a different brush for it to apply it on. For me, a 242 or anything flat, 239 worked a little bit better with picking up the shade and applying. Or you can see my hands are still a little bit wet from the makeup wipe. Wet, even, I mean, look at that shade when it's wet. It's just, it's beautiful. It reminds me of a shade that I used to wear a lot in MAC. Because it blue water or blue something, but really, really gorgeous shade. Overall, the palette is amazing. I would say if you haven't bought or purchased this palette, it's definitely a palette to dive into, to buy. Now, are these colors that you'll wear every single day? Most likely not, but you know, this can be an everyday color here. This white as an inner corner color is beautiful. You know, any of these neutral shades, your celebrity skin would be a good one to wear every day. Even these darker color here with a flat brush used as like a soft liner is pretty. So I mean, there's shades in here are wearable, but probably not your Blue Monday, your I'm Cold, Blue Blood. Those would be more of a specific look that you're trying to go for. But I absolutely love this palette. I am so glad that I have it. I actually been wanting the, what is it, the Blood Sugar palette ever since it released, but it's sold out pretty much all the time. Every time that I try to go get it or buy it or purchase it, it's sold out on Morphe. It's sold out on his website. So I want to get my hands on that palette too. So with this palette, I also purchased the liquid lips. The liquid lips are amazing. The packaging is beautiful. The concept of him having it in the sizes here, the pink logo emblem, his design here, it's just, it's fun, it's girly, it's very, you see it and you're like, that's a Jeffree Star lip product. But what I have on my eyes is, I have this shade here, the Jawbreaker in my waterline, and then I have the Titanic used on my eyes as a winged liner on top. Me using these shades as a lip color on a daily basis is probably not likely. For me, I wanted to purchase these to use for more of a liquid liner or a waterline. For me, I will not be using it on my lips, unfortunately, unless it's Halloween and I want to be, I don't know, Frozen Yeti, or I don't know, I can't think of a character that wears all blue, but not on my lips. Is it fun to have a blue lip? Absolutely, but I don't feel like I can rock one, so for me, I won't be wearing it as my lipstick shade. And the last and final product that I bought was the Jeffree Star, the Liquid Frost liquid highlighter. It is absolutely stunning. I love the packaging. The top is just beautiful. Really, really innovative top. The top I absolutely love. I love the clicking noise of it. It's so satisfying. The top is beautiful. It has that nice matte finish to it. Has a little pump. Here on this one, how I use the Liquid Frost, I didn't directly apply it on my skin. I did try to, but I didn't like the look of it. I felt like it looked kind of blotchy, and it didn't blend the way that I wanted. So what I did was before my foundation, I used my beauty blender and just tap it on the high points of my cheek to get that kind of nice glowy base before I put on my foundation. And the color is stunning. It's so wearable. This in the summer would be gorgeous, like on your neck area, around the chest area. Gives it a nice, pretty highlight to the skin. So this shade I liked because it's kind of more that neutral. It would be more of an everyday shade for me. A shade that I can wear with multiple different looks and different eye colors. So really beautiful. So I did this one underneath, did my foundation, and then I just topped it with my powder highlighter. Yeah, that's the final product that I bought from the collection. I hope you guys enjoyed my review today. It is definitely the highlight of the year collection. I mean, this, if you're talking about the one collection that I would recommend, or you know, that you would want to buy, is, I would say, definitely the Jeffree Star Blue Book collection. With every collection that's out there, I don't know, with the collection or with all the makeup that's coming out, I just feel like it's been done. Like it's been done. We've seen it before. It doesn't really excite me. But with this collection here, with the Jeffree Star collection, it's really exciting. It's beautiful. The packaging was really innovative. The color theory was really innovative. Just an outstanding product and collection. Another collection of his that I do want to talk about that is fairly new that I also got as well. I did get it. Ooh, almost dropped that brush. I did get it a different time. I didn't get it, or I didn't order it with the same collection here. I just happened to go to an Ulta. I just needed to pick up just my normal stuff, just my mascara. I ran out of the mascara. I think I grabbed a mascara and then one other thing that I ran out. And sitting on the stand was the last Jeffree Star makeup brush. I'm like, oh, how did that get there? I thought they were sold out everywhere. So I was lucky enough to get my hands on it. The brushes are beautiful. The pink color, the handle, the bristle is just gorgeous. The three here are the synthetic ones. Guys, I think this brush is awesome. Really good for setting your foundation. It's synthetic, so what I liked about it, it didn't move my foundation underneath when I was applying all my powder, when I was kind of swiping off the powder after I had baked. I really like too the shape of it to contour. I think the shape for contour is amazing. It has this nice dome tapered shape. It didn't put too much product, or it didn't apply too much product on my face for contour, for bronzer, which I like. I don't like a brush when you put it on and it's just like whoop and you're like, oh my goodness. I'm like, okay, you gotta blend that out. So I don't like brushes that apply a lot of product or that is super dense. I like this to really map and really get into the contour and really build it. I don't like a heavy application when you apply it on. So this brush I love. I honestly probably would buy this brush by itself once he restocks. Maybe just have one or two extra on hand. I just think it's so multi-use, and the function of it is fantastic, and the shape and the bristle. This is definitely, out of the whole collection, probably my favorite brush. This one here, in the video, he was talking about using it as a contour brush. I don't like it as a contour brush. For me, it's too small. Too small, too dense. I don't like my contour super sharp. So for me, it wouldn't be good for that purpose. I find that this brush would be good for maybe highlighting. You probably can use it to contour the side of the nose, but even then I feel like it's too dense for that. Be really great brush for concealing. If you do like applying your brush with, or your side, if you do like applying your concealer with a brush, I think it will be a fantastic brush for that. Probably a little streaky. it might end up applying too much product. You're probably better off applying it with a beauty blender for concealer to kind of give it that more natural finish and really, really, really work it into the skin. But if, let's say, if you're out of a beauty blender, or if your beauty blender is dirty, using this brush for that purpose would be great. This one here he raved about for foundation. Now, for me, I don't really apply foundation with a brush anymore. I haven't really for years. Typically for me, I like applying foundation with my beauty blender. The two that I recommend or I love is the Real Technique one, the orange one, or the beauty blend, the original beauty blender is the two. I almost like this one better for the price, and it's cheap. You throw it away and you don't feel guilty. But I like the beauty blender for contouring liquid products. And I'll tell you why here. The shape of it for contouring in the cheekbone area, around the nose, underneath your jawline. It's fantastic for that. The shape of it is ideal for it. For me, when I contour, I don't like going in directly with the product, going in with the stick, or going direct with the concealer or foundation. I don't like it because it leaves a demarcation, or it leaves kind of a shadow left. It's one of my pet peeves. I don't like it when I can see it on my face. So typically what I do is I'll use a liquid product on the back of my hands, kind of work it into the beauty blender, and then apply it and blend it in that way is how I typically like do my contour. So if you are wanting a more fuller coverage finish for your foundation and not a more of a natural finish that the beauty blender gives you, this brush would be fantastic for it. Now, the eye brushes here, I didn't use it this time around is because I didn't know if the blue blood would stain the bristles, and I didn't want my brushes stained, so I didn't use that for this look here. I just used the brushes that I had on hand already. And your typical highlighting brush here, this is the JS4, really good for highlighting, good to swipe away powder underneath your eyes if you're baking. Probably too big for crease work or eyeshadow, but let's say if you want to just maybe set your eyes before you do your eyeshadow, if you use your concealer as a base, good for that. And this one here I have not used, but I am excited to. Typically for brows, I either use a powder product, or my go-to product is a pencil product for the brows. I have different ones that I like. I like the Anastasia one. The Benefit one is really nice. But the eyebrow brush that I like and I love, that I don't think really gets talked about enough on this channel, especially for if you have black hair or really dark hair or jet black hair, it's hard to find a brow product that is kind of in that grayish, like a gray tone. Most brow products are really dark, like black, and you don't want to put black on your eyebrows, or they're too taupey or too red or too warm. This one here is the Clé de Peau one. This is, I don't remember what the shade is. It's the eyebrow shade 204. It's the shade, it's gray. So if you can, I don't know if you can see it here, but this shade matches naturally almost my color of my eyebrows. So it looks natural when you put it on. I've tried, so many products for brows that you try to get like the black color and it's just black. It's literally black and it just looks too harsh. This shade would be amazing for if you're all gray. Again, it has that kind of nice neutral, not warm shade for our gray haired ladies or for our gray haired lovelies. This would be awesome to have. I wish more companies would have this shade range and kind of offer it. So for me, I really use this one quite a lot. I jump back and forth to Monasterio, but this is my go-to I hope they don't discontinue it. I haven't bought it in a long time. I haven't used it up, so if you do know that it is discontinued, let me know so I can definitely stock up. But anyway, this is kind of the end or my conclusion of the Blue Blood collection and his brush collection here. And I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Like I said, you know, support your sister and like and subscribe to my video. I have a lot more videos coming to all my friends and family that are already watching. Backstory about myself is I've been wanting to do this for actually a really, really long time. Probably 10 years in the making now that I finally got to, you know, kind of take the leap of faith and do what I love. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching and subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned because there's a lot more coming your way. Until next time, we'll see you guys. But here is the eyeshadow my